Most fans think of Tanjiro when they hear main character of Demon Slayer. But what if I told you the real protagonist, the true underdog, and the heart of this story is Zenitsu Agatsuma? He's loud, cowardly, and seemingly weak, but underneath all that pain is a warrior with one of the most complete character arcs in the series. This isn't just a hot take, this is the truth you missed. This is why Zenitsu might just be the actual main character of Demon Slayer. From the moment we met Zenitsu, he's a joke, screaming, shaking, begging girls to marry him. Compared to Tanjiro's calm resolve or Inosuke's savage strength, he seems like dead weight. But this is where it starts to get interesting. Zenitsu doesn't start powerful. He doesn't believe in himself, and he doesn't have flashy techniques. He only knows one form of thunder breathing, but that one form, thunder clap and flash, is honed to perfection. Unlike other characters who rely on natural talent or inherited strength, Zenitsu's growth is rooted in something deeper: self-hatred, inner struggles, and a desperate need to prove he's not useless. He's the everyman, and that makes him relatable. Tanjiro starts the story strong. He's emotionally grounded and determined. Zenitsu, he starts at rock bottom, but his growth curve is what makes him so unique. Every time Zenitsu falls asleep during battle, something incredible happens. It's not just power-up mechanics, it's a metaphor. While conscious, he's crippled by fear, but when unconscious, his true self, his trained self, takes over. Over time, Zenitsu begins to trust that side of himself. By the time we get to the Entertainment District arc, he is no longer unconscious. Zenitsu fights while awake. That is the turning point. That is character development in its purest form. He goes from a boy paralyzed by fear to a man who stands up to demons without blinking. Let's talk about heart. Demon Slayer is known for its emotional storytelling, and while Tanjiro's bond with Nezuko is central, Zenitsu's backstory is one of the most underrated emotional cores of the entire series. Zenitsu trained under Jigoro Kuwajima, the former Thunder Hashira. He was the only student who didn't abandon Jigoro, and despite Zenitsu constantly thinking he's worthless, he was the only one who stayed loyal to his master. That's why when he fights Kaigaku, the former student who betrayed Jigoro, it's not just a cool fight, it's personal. He literally creates a seventh form of thunder breathing, something even his master never achieved. Zenitsu defeats Kaikaku not just for himself, but for the honor of the man who believed in him when he didn't believe in himself. Now let's talk power levels. Many fans assume Tanjiro is the strongest because of the Hinokami Kagura or his connection to Yorichi. But Zenitsu's peak is arguably one of the most terrifying displays of raw skill in the series. He masters his single form so perfectly that he reaches blinding speed, faster than the eye can see. His battle with Kaikaku isn't just a win, it's domination. And unlike Tanjiro, who doesn't rely on demon powers, Zenitsu is a pure human skill. Plus, think about this, he creates his own breathing form. He surpasses his former peer. He honors his master's legacy, and he does it without turning into a demon or getting a sudden power up from bloodlines. That's narrative weight. That's main character energy. During the final war against Muzan, everyone plays their part, but Zenitsu continues to fight despite being exhausted, battered and drained. He never gives up. Even when Tanjiro falters, even when all hope seems lost, Zenitsu fights on. He represents the quiet perseverance that often goes unnoticed. Where Tanjiro is the light, Zenitsu is the storm. And every time thunder roars, it's a reminder. Power doesn't always come from confidence. It often comes from overcoming fear. Let's not forget of one of Zenitsu's most humanizing traits, his affection for Nezuko. Yes, it starts as a crush. Yes, he's a little extra, but dig deeper and you'll see it more than comedy. Zenitsu doesn't love Nezuko because she's beautiful. He loves her because she represents purity. Nezuko is someone who endured suffering without losing her soul, and Zenitsu, constantly afraid of his own weakness, is drawn to that strength in her. It's not lust, it's not obsession, it's admiration, hope, a reminder that even demons can have hearts. And guess what? By the end of the series, she chooses him. That moment when Nezuko and Zenitsu build a future together cements the idea that Zenitsu wasn't just chasing strength, he was chasing peace. He wanted to protect someone he loved, and he earned that happy ending. When the war is over, most animes end with fanfare. Demon Slayer, it gives us a quiet, reflective epilogue, and Zenitsu's story closes on a powerful note. We see him in the future, descendants living peacefully in modern day Japan. But even before that, he's writing a book about the battle, about demons, about friends lost, and the price of victory. This is the final layer of Zenitsu's arc. He goes from a boy who couldn't stop screaming to a man who perseveres history, a storyteller, a witness, a survivor. He becomes the very thing every warrior hopes to be, someone who remembers. In a way, Zenitsu's legacy isn't just in his thunder, it's in his voice. And this time, it's not shaking with fear, it's echoing through generations. So maybe Zenitsu didn't start out like a hero, but that's what makes his journey so compelling. He was afraid, insecure, overwhelmed, but every scream, every tremble was a step forward. And in the end, he became stronger than anyone expected, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's not just character development, that's heroism. And whether you see him as a main character or not, Zenitsu is proof that even the loudest cowards can become legends. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Smash that likes button, subscribe for more deep dives like this, and drop a lightning emoji in the comments below if Zenitsu earned your respect.